All right, folks. Hey, welcome on back here this Friday. TGIF here this April 5th, shortly after 9 a.m. Eastern time. Good morning and great to see all of our students and members alike. Let me get the webcam popping up here for all of us now. I got Larry, got Luis, got Margaret, Brian, got Gary, got Michael, Alan, all of our students here in chat and all of us back on social media, mind you, at cybertrading, namely. Hey, just right before I pressed start here for this morning meeting, I was asking all of our students in chat, hey, what do you got going on for the weekend here? If you have any weekend plans, doing anything exciting, anything fun, just let me know right now. And, just for all of our students here, what do we got? Alan going to the driving range. There we go. I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of that myself, believe it or not. I've been finally starting to go a little bit more. The last time, not the last time, actually, it was last week. But the time before that, I went to the driving range. I ended up bringing my friend's dad's lefty driver because he gave it to me when I moved down to Florida. On the second swing, I snapped the head off the driver on the driving range. It went like 60 to 70 yards down. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life. Like, I kid you not. Since that time, a little afraid to get back into the swing of things. No pun intended, Alan. And actually, I went last weekend. I went to like Chichi Rodriguez's driving range golf course. It's up in Clearwater area. Did all right. We're getting back into it. Hopefully no more snapping of the driver. Roger says, visiting family, waiting for the eclipse. There we go. I feel like a lot of us are doing that as well. Patrick said, bring his granddaughter back to Wisconsin. Patrick, wishing you well, my friend. And, I'm sure that you had a great time, having your granddaughter visit. There we go. Bill, no surprise. Bill rooting Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes on and in Final Four. So he's a big Hawkeyes fan. He's been shouting them out for the whole season practically. Luis doing some spring cleaning. Heck, it snowed here yesterday. Not that nice out. It's a good time to at least get that done, right? At least the spring cleaning. Matt says got his telescope with his sun filter ready to go. There we go. I like to see that. Hopefully my sister has her telescope. I ended up getting her a nice telescope for her birthday a couple years back. That would be a good use for that. Now with that in mind, at least, hey, let's hop right to the trade here. At least on the screen, you have the HUBC. I just basically went break even. I took a 2-cent profit on the first half, and then it pulled back. I took a -1 on the second half. It's a nothing. But that's kind of the embodiment of this whole morning here. So we had a really nice trade to begin, actually, I will say, on GCTS. Oh, popping back up actually right now, too. That's good to see. But this one ended up blowing the roof off, blowing the ceiling off this trade shortly after 8 o'clock. But the issue on this trade was two things. One, it popped up so much here at this point, you're expecting pullback, and you're expecting, honestly, a lower low over time. And thankfully, it did hold support. I was looking for right around $10, $9.90 again. Just didn't really get there. Ended up holding pretty nicely, actually, just before to lead to this pop back up to the highs. But the other thing, look at the order book. It's just right now, actually, well, now it's opening up, I was going to say. Maybe the spread was starting to fill in a little bit there. But, yeah, it's still pretty wacky. I mean, just beforehand, it had like a 15, 20-cent spread at times. So it's not an easy stock to trade, especially in pre-market where, the way I like to compare it, when you're driving your car, right, we're going to have our seatbelts on. You can't set your seatbelt here in pre-market. You can't set your stop order, right? You can't use a market order, can't use a stop order. So you're kind of gambling, right? You're kind of gambling. Not to say in general, but on this trade, because it has a bad spread. It has thin volume out there. So if you had missed out on this stock earlier today, I did too. It's okay. There's going to be other stocks out there, at least. Susie says the spread was too wild for her. Honestly, it's not even too wild for any one person. It's too wild for everyone. I don't think it was really realistic to find an intelligible entry on this trade. It's more of just kind of, and this is where I'll jump back to CADL from yesterday, because I want to talk more about this stock. This ended up making the same type of explosion and pop, but at least during regular hours. I'll talk a little bit more about this in a moment. But because of this type of pop, thankfully, there's going to be new opportunity today. It started off on the GCTS, and hopefully there could be other trades out there that at least have a better order book, or at least will move after the market opens, where you can set your stops and make an easier decision with your money. But this was pretty crazy for pre-market. But to go back to CADL, oh boy, man, egg on my face here yesterday. So let me ask our students in chat, our gold, platinum, diamond students here at CTU, what time do we normally look to trade going into the close? What time? Is it 2:30? Is it 2:45 in the afternoon? Is it 3:15? What time? In accordance to the old cyber clock, right? Dominic, Wendy, Joyce. Yeah, last half hour, really, 3:30, namely. That's where algo or program trading kicks in one last time. So I started class at 3 o'clock. And I don't want to just jump into a trade right away just to jump in. Like I've done this class before for Fausto where I jump in at 302, 305, and it's a false breakout, right place, wrong time. Well, this stock had a clean resistance, and it's not even at those highs. It was actually at like $4.30, I think we said. Big volume level from level 4, even the heat map. So once this broke above this level, oh my God, this thing just took off like no other. Then it kept going in the after hours. It fizzled out actually after the initial wave, the initial pop here at first, but then it ended up breaking higher like after the close in the after hours at 4:30 Eastern time. So, hey, just once that type of move happens, it's up like 300%, 350% on the day. You're normally going to see another crazy stock or two make a pop. So you had a nice one here just before. Maybe there could be more room on this trade once the market opens up. Maybe you'll see that pull back down to 10 and 990 one more time, or maybe it'll just break 12 one more time from here and run. But look at what it did back even last week for us. Stock went effectively from like 10 up to 50 and change back down. The back down part's the scary part, right? It's the weekend, right? We got family visiting. We're going to the driving range. We're trying to watch the eclipse. We're going to a car rally, weather permitting, says Gary. We don't want to ruin it, right? We don't want to ruin our weekend here coming up and just try and jump in, especially here once we saw the stock pull back down as quickly as it did the following day and days. So made a nice pop up over 100% here. We'll try and find another one even. We'll add this to our list in case if it tries to make one more push, but I want to follow other stocks even on top of this trade here. So let's go right from top to bottom here on the gainer side. The custom gainers list, at least building back up here. So GCTS. A lot of trades going to look like this though, right? Just dropping after their initial move up like this. The MDIA trade, I guess this was like at the crack of dawn. No need to try and jump into that, right? I mean, hey, it's up 55% still in the day on the morning, but I'll come back to it if we really need to, really. HUBC teased me just before for a break-even trade, but I have no problem putting this back on our list because, hey, has a really good order book. Hey, at least this is still kind of trending up a little bit, making a higher low still perhaps. So, maybe right place, wrong time for me just before, and we'll see if this can make the better push after. HUBC, SPCB, my dyslexia is starting to kick in already. Thankfully, this is below $1. I don't know why this is here. Actually, let me just reformat this. Let's just get you above 1. Get all those penny stocks out of there. All right. Keep going, though. Tara. Pop, drop. Same deal before as like what we had on the MDIA. So the pass there. DXYZ sounds like a funky name. Nice daily chart, I guess, but it's not going to have any good volume. XXII, at this point, if this is what we're strumming up here on the gainers list, my friends, like what do we got going on right now? Hopefully a lot better shorts to work with into the morning. There's the CADL, I guess, still kind of bottoming out there at support. Maybe there's a chance it goes up again. EJH, was this up 11%? Again, though, bad order book for the price. You'd want it to be a lot more liquid. So, we got two stocks to work with so far. Let's hop over to the losers list here for that. Let's do this here. All right. So, see if there's any stocks like down off earnings or other news. Honestly, I can tell right away. There's a lot that's hard to borrow, meaning there's probably not too many name brand companies that are shortable, at least on this list. Low volume. I know the market dropped off of non-farm payrolls earlier, some other stuff. Small little push down at first. TMF, not terrible. Treasury Bull ETF, though. It's an ETF. All right, we'll take a look at the SPY really quickly. Pardon me. There's your drop at 830. I guess it squeezed back up a little bit, but back down we go. So let's take a look at some side list stocks that we normally just poke at, call out. AMD, NVIDIA, and Tesla. The platform's slowing down a bit. Tesla's dropping off a little bit here. Like, wouldn't be a bad look as far as a potential drop with the market at the open. I'll keep going through. Maybe like a Palantir from yesterday. They came out with news with Oracle, a partnership. You'd figure it would make a nice pop. Well, it's tough to swim upstream. This one ended up holding support at first, but then it came right back down. So, you know what? I don't mind adding Tesla to our watch list there, Gary, just for the sake that it's like just at least steady moving, in a direction. But really, outside of that, I wasn't even being lazy with going through the losers list. There really isn't a whole lot out there to work with leading into the open, folks. So just check out Benzinga one last time here. There's that CADL. I reckon I kind of add that back to our list at this point. What else did we have? The Tara trade, maybe the FAAS. And I might got to go through this one more time. Even what was the other one? Maybe XXII. I thought maybe that was up a little bit. It's actually one that we're familiar with, believe it or not. Just over the years, we've traded the stock on and off of news. So at least it has a good order book, but it already popped and dropped so much. Hopefully it can get back up again. Maybe another run up to 25 cent run. It's not bad to envision. I'm kind of selling myself with putting this on our watch list here. So now we got four. We have 4 stocks to work with now heading into the open. Like I said, the second I logged into our trading room this morning, it is a typical Friday, right? I'm going to wait here for the Friday riddle that Leda makes at the afternoons. But outside of that, I told you at 8:21 this morning, I logged in early. I knew Fausto would be out. I said, should be a typical Friday. I'm not looking for much in the morning. And hey, I shoot straight. It's a good day to start the weekend early. So with that said here, hopefully we have a little magic to work with on XXII, HUBC, the crazies out there, the 2 high flyers out there. But otherwise, folks, trade safe. And if you're on YouTube, Facebook Live, either way, enjoy the weekend. We'll catch you back on Monday, if anything. If you're interested in joining us inside our live trading room, just scan that QR code on the top left of the stream right there. If you're fancy with your phone, fancy with your camera, all you got to do is just actually highlight that QR code and just scan it. Get you in a week-long trial to our live trading room. Fausto will be back on Monday, just coming up next week. And we'll be good to go from there. Hey, if you have any questions, just shoot me a quick email, josh@c2trading.com. I'll be more than happy to help you out, at least on the side. But hey, for Margaret, Charlene, actually last call, a little water break in between. Question from Ted, are you left-handed? I am left-handed, Ted. That is a good observation, my friend. Charlene, yeah, very good call also as well on TVST. Just had a pop now, of course. So, hopefully the order book could fill in a lot more here. But you know what? I'll add it to our list. More of a recent pop. It's a good look. All right. But hey, folks, best of luck trading going into the market open. If I don't catch you heading into the afternoon, again, for all of us in our trading room here, enjoy your weekend coming up. And we'll be back at it right here heading into the next week. Take care.